Let's crack on and meet tonight's panel. First up, a man who's always making the headlines, and that's mainly because he writes them. It's the Daily Star's Ed Gleave.
I think Heidi should definitely launch her pop career. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I'm sure when people see that Miss Universe performance, they're going to change their opinion. She could sell records by the hundreds.
Well, Liz's most famous column is about when she stole her partner's sperm without him knowing. She's had about 46 opportunities with Lee Ryan, and she's not. And I feel like she's let us down there.
It's true!
It's like the sort of typical thing where the soap star's real life is literally more sensational and unbelievable than what's happening on the soap. You almost felt like you're going to read the paper, and then when you got to the last word, it'd go dum 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 dum. But it didn't. It was real life.
I think also everyone seems to think he's sort of created something awful. This is happening in Yates's across the country. You know, this is nothing new.
You think Catherine Tate's quite sort of respectable, but she just fancies Tate that like every other girl, you know. But at least she's going out with Jason Orange. If it was Howard, you'd be like, oh, that's one joke too far. Basically, his love life is dictated by the producers, apparently, depending on who they choose to put him with. If they put him with Debbie McGee, there's no doubt that Paul Daniels will end up getting divorced.
And so, as 2013 draws to a close, Samia and Sylvain are still skating off into the sunset together. Well, till the next series starts, at least.
They should do a new spin-off show. Strictly in Bed or Dancing on Jennifer Metcalf's Heart, that kind of thing.
Well, I think Jarlath will get the public behind her because everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah.
But she's great viewing, and I think she's a good character to watch. But put yourself in the Housemate shoes. She got tasered for a reason. You know,
she didn't get tasered, it was pulled out.
She's been chucked out of everywhere.
And a BB gun, just to add insult to injury.
She's been chucked out of everywhere she's ever lived.
We're going to be here in 10 years' time. She'll be on her 12th autobiography with her 8th child and her 17th husband. We might as well just accept that now and just enjoy the ride.
Well, I mean, there's only so many hours on Christmas night, and BBC have basically put all their big shows that they have, their 5 biggest shows pretty much, where they can't put Downton on in the afternoon. They've got to put it on at some point in the evening. And you've got it against a comedy and a soap, a period drama. They're very different genres. You know, if you put Call the Midwife against Downton, I would say that would be an issue. If you put the soaps against each other, you know, Corrie and EastEnders, that would be an issue. But this, I don't think, you know, necessarily there's a direct issue.
Very briefly, nice warm-up act. You've got Doctor Who versus Coronation Street. Who's going to win
Doctor
that one?
Who. Corrie's never good at Christmas.
No, I don't know. I think Corrie might show the Doctor clean.
But Doctor Who just got 10 million, so I think it's on its heart, it's on a peak.
The reality gallery. Nina, Ed, what's going on?
Ashley says she can't understand why they're keeping the pricks in the house, and I think most of us watching wholeheartedly agree with her.
Oh, wow. Ed, one last one.
Danielle says she's lost total motivation now Ashley's had the bad crowd reaction. She's convinced the whole house is screwed.
They're all screwed. Give it up for Ed and Nina. Thanks, guys.
Ed!
Well, Louisa invited me to a sex party before she went in the house.
What?
She did. Within 20 minutes of interviewing her, she was like, you can just come and watch if you want. But I declined, so I'd perhaps rather she stayed in the house so I don't have to go.
So she doesn't proposition you again?
Yeah, so Liz, I think Liz will go.
Oh, OK.
And a guy called Big Rob says that they should nominate Zoe just for a curveball. It's difficult to sit on the phone to someone for half an hour when they sound that upset and they're sort of saying they want to kill themselves and they're thinking about suicide. Well, I think since I've got eyes and ears, I probably would have picked Stephen. I think that the way he's obsessing over his future with Kimberly is a bit like one of those people you see in Bella magazine. He's like, I've got the church and I've booked the reception and the honeymoon. I just need the bride, you know. Like, it's just embarrassing. It's just, but, I think the reason.
So you would have picked Stephen?
Well, wouldn't anyone? Like, apart...
I like him, I do.
Yeah, no. I think the reason Stephen should not stay, and he definitely doesn't deserve to win, is because he says he would spend the 100,000 on fireworks, which is fine, but lots of people watching, and most people in that house, it would change their life. And I feel like it's a bit inappropriate, really, to be, if you are really well off, well done, but just be a little bit quiet
Conscious
about it.
of everybody else.
Don't be so showy.
Ed, that might be the first sensible thing I've ever heard you say. I'm just joking.
I prefer Riley.
I know you do. Now, earlier today, Mark and Chris discussed what might happen if...